1. During the execution of a project, a team member identifies a potential risk that could affect the project schedule. What should the project manager do next? A. Ignore the risk, as the project is already in the execution phase. B. Immediately implement a contingency plan. C. Document the risk in the risk register and assess its impact. D. Inform the sponsor and delay the project. Two. A project manager is performing quantitative risk analysis. What is the primary objective of this process? A. To quantify the overall impact of risks. B. To identify all potential risks to the project. C. To prioritize risks based on their urgency. D. To assign ownership for each risk. Three. During project execution, you realize that a deliverable will be delayed. What process should you follow? A. Submit a change request. B. Update the risk register. C. Execute the contingency plan. D. Issue a performance report. Four. You are performing a project under contract, and the client requests additional features. What should you do first? A. Implement the new features immediately to satisfy the client. B. Ask the client for additional funds. C. Follow the change control process. D. Reject the changes, as they were not in the initial contract. Five. A project team is assessing the work performance data. What is the purpose of this analysis? A. To compare actual results with the project plan. B. To ensure all risks have been addressed. C. To determine resource performance. D. To assess team dynamics and collaboration. Six. A project manager is planning resource allocation for the next phase. What should they refer to first? A. Resource calendar. B. Stakeholder engagement plan. C. Procurement management plan. D. Cost baseline. Seven. Your project is behind schedule, and your sponsor has requested a report. Which report would provide the most insight into the project's status? A. Milestone report. B. Risk report. C. Performance report. D. Cost-benefit analysis. 8. You are working on a project that is behind schedule. What tool can you use to accelerate the project's progress? A. Earned value management. B. Crashing. C. Brainstorming. D. Scope creep. A team member informs you that a task will take longer than planned. What should you do first? A. Issue a change request. B. Update the project schedule. C. Perform a root cause analysis. D. Inform the project sponsor. You are conducting a quality audit. What is the purpose of this audit? A. To identify lessons learned. B. To assess the project team's productivity. C. To ensure the project complies with quality standards. D. To determine the cost of quality improvements. You realize a project has exceeded its budget. What should be your next step? A. Update the project schedule to reflect the cost overrun. B. Perform variance analysis and assess cost impacts. C. Submit a change request for additional funds. D. Notify the client of the cost increase. You are managing stakeholder expectations and discover that a key stakeholder is dissatisfied. What is your next step? A. Reassign the stakeholder to a different project. B. Update the stakeholder engagement plan. C. Meet with the stakeholder to understand their concerns. D. Adjust the project schedule to meet their needs. You are closing a project and are archiving project documents. What process are you engaging in? A. Project control. B. Administrative closure. C. Risk management. D. Procurement closure. A vendor's performance is not meeting the project requirements. What should the project manager do? A. Terminate the contract immediately. B. Issue a change request. C. Perform a performance review with the vendor. D. Seek legal advice on how to handle the vendor. You are identifying project requirements. Which technique should you use to gather input from a large group of stakeholders? A. Focus groups. B. Brainstorming. C. Interviews. D. Questionnaires. (16) You are estimating project costs using historical data from previous projects. What estimation technique are you using? A. Parametric estimating. B. Analogous estimating. C. Three-point estimating. D. Bottom-up estimating. (17) You have identified a change that could significantly impact the project. What should you do first? A. Implement the change. B. Perform an impact analysis. C. Notify the client. D. Update the project plan. (18) The project team is struggling with poor communication. Which document should the project manager review to address this issue? A. Stakeholder register. B. Communications management plan. C. Risk register. D. Project charter. (19) The project sponsor is requesting to fast-track the project's completion. What should the project manager do first? A. Fast-track the schedule by overlapping tasks. B. Request additional resources to speed up progress. C. Perform a schedule analysis to evaluate options. D. Submit a change request for approval. (20) The project manager is using Earned Value Management, EVM, to track project performance. What is the purpose of EVM? A. To measure project quality. B. To track project risks. C. To monitor project scope, schedule, and cost. D. To assess stakeholder engagement. (21) A project manager notices that a critical path activity is delayed. What is the most immediate impact of this delay? A. Increased project costs. B. Delayed project completion. C. Poor team morale. D. Scope changes. (22) You have discovered that a project deliverable does not meet quality standards. What is the next step the project manager should take? A. Issue a change request to correct the deliverable. B. Perform a root cause analysis to understand the problem. C. Inform the client about the issue. D. Replace the team responsible for the error. 23. The project team is behind schedule due to resource constraints. What tool could the project manager use to address this issue? A. Resource smoothing. B. Resource leveling. C. Monte Carlo analysis. D. Work performance reports. '24. The project sponsor is concerned about the number of change requests being submitted. How can the project manager minimize changes? A. Ensure a thorough scope definition. B. Avoid formal change requests. C. Keep the team focused on deadlines. D. Limit stakeholder involvement. '25. The project manager is calculating the Cost Performance Index, CPI. What does a CPI greater than 1 indicate? A. The project is over budget. B. The project is under budget. C. The project is ahead of schedule. D. The project is behind schedule. Thanks for watching. All the best with your PMP exam preparation. Please subscribe to our channel. Until we meet on the next one, keep working.